If you've ever searched how to get girls on YouTube and watched those videos, they all basically say the same thing, which is approach as many women as you possibly can and say anything. And two, get as close as possible to the ideal masculine prototype. A big bank account, abs, self-control, and confidence. But I am here to let you in on the psyche of women and some things that everyone can do to seduce any woman that they want.
All right, fellas, welcome back. It is a new year, and you just very well may be finding yourself in need of some new bitches. Well, say less. We've got you covered here with today's video. We're going to be watching 6 Tips to Seduce a Woman by the very, very famous movie star Stella Barey. Fellas, as an expert in the field, I could confidently say that if you're not familiar with her work, I would highly recommend going and check it out, all right? I'm a really big fan. I'm a newer fan, but it feels like I've been here the whole time. A lot of times when I make videos about somebody, like probably the vast majority of the time really, they end up seeing the video. So Stella, if you're seeing this, I just want to say hello, all right? Huge fan. You know, it might be cool if you followed me back on Twitter. You don't have to, I'm just saying, all right? I got some big names following me from the industry, all right? No Face Girl, the original, right? We've all done a research to her. Internet Girlfriend, friend of the channel. Dylan Harper, Kiwi Sunset, all friends of the channel, all right? So we got some names, we got connections in the OnlyFans world, but I'm not gonna lie. If the Stella Barey followed me back on Twitter, that might be my biggest flex of my life. Plus, my wife would be insanely jealous. In a good way, she's a fan too. So I'm not asking anybody to tweet this video at her, but just if you happen to, just know that would be pretty cool, right? Well, let's get into it. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe right now or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick. And also turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch.
Number 1, show your desire for her. Women want to be desired. We love attention, but we are constantly disappointed. We never feel quite desired and appreciated enough.
Now that's a crazy thing to say. Have you guys been on Twitter, okay? Have you seen when girls post thirst traps and what the replies are like? I've seen it. I know you guys have seen it before, all right? There's basement dwelling losers from all walks of life all across the world that are in the replies there just making an ass out of themselves. And it's like they don't even realize that other people can see it. To say something as crazy as men don't always show their full desire and appreciation, I mean, I just can't agree. I'm sorry, Stella, I can't agree. Maybe it's just the type of fucking losers that I see on Twitter. I don't know. Let's continue.
Because most men will say that they want us, but they'll end up just being distracted and unresponsive the majority of the time. So when a man comes in and his eyes and his body are fully entranced with us, when he is filled with his desire for us, when he is overwhelmed by our charms, when he is a slave to his desire for women.
All right, what do you guys think she's gonna say here? When he is a slave to his desire for women, is that a good thing or a bad thing? My next response would be, he's a fucking loser. Let's see what she says.
He immediately stands out from all the other men that are trying to get her.
What?
Even if he's a playboy, a fuckboy, a little manipulative, dangerous, it doesn't matter, because if he is a slave to his love of women, we will finally feel desired and appreciated enough. Number 2, employ female seduction tactics. Robert Greene says this really well in his book, The Art of Seduction. He basically says, don't be one of those who thinks that being devastatingly masculine is what's most seductive. Women are narcissists in love with the charms of their own sex. And that is so true. Seduction is a female art. So if you can turn it around on her and use her own seduction tactics on her, you will seduce women at such a greater scale.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what the hell she's trying to say.
For example, think about why women love rock stars so much. Mick Jagger, Elvis, Harry Styles, all of them play with their fashion and their appearance like a woman would, but then they have the boldness and the sexuality of a high libido, sexual masculine man.
Okay, I get it now. So you have to be masculine, act kind of masculine, but you can also be kind of feminine. Because they're crazy or something. I don't know exactly. Hey, on that note, now would be a great time to plug the world's greatest skincare system for men. We'll be right back. Fellas, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Tiege Hanley, the uncomplicated skincare system for men. These products have now been part of my daily routine for well over a year, and I have never been more handsome in my entire life, which is why I'm once again teaming up with them to sponsor today's video. If you're a dude, you don't have that many options to look your best, so that's why taking care of your face is so critically important. That's where Tiege comes in and makes everything uncomplicated. The level 1 box is the best place to start, all right? You're gonna get 4 amazing products, which are the twice daily face wash, 2 times per week exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer to keep you healthy and hydrated throughout the night. You use these 4 products on a routine basis like I have, and watch, you will not even believe you're looking at you when you look in the mirror. Don't know how much product to use? No problem. They send you a card that tells you exactly how much to use of what product and when. They really could not make it any easier for us, fellas. I use the stuff every single day, and it is a critical part of my routine, but don't just take my word for it, all right? 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers all over the world. In addition to looking and feeling more handsome than you've ever felt in your entire life, members of Tiege also get tons of other benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. And because Tiege is sponsoring today's video, they are offering the fellas a great deal. Click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. The gifts are really awesome, by the way. I've been getting them every month. Absolutely love them. Click the link, get started today, and start looking handsome, fellas. Thank you once again to all my friends over at Tiege for sponsoring today's video.
Number 3, approach indirectly. If you approach too direct, a woman's gonna know your intentions, which is not seductive, because there is nothing more seductive to a woman than thinking she is the one doing the seducing. We wanna seduce you. We don't wanna know that you're in control of the situation, pulling the strings. This can look like getting introduced to her through a third party. Getting to know a girl through other people is so effective. So either befriend her friends or people with connections to her, and then have them introduce you to her.
Okay, so this seems like some genuinely good advice. I would have to agree, right? If you're getting introduced to somebody through a mutual friend, I think they're gonna be way more open to talking to you, hanging out with you. You guys probably won't have as much like awkward tension or any shit like that. You'll already have at least something in common. You probably have more mutual friends than just that one, etc., etc. So, all right, I like this one. I could roll with this. However, the next one, I'm not quite as big of a fan of.
Number 2, get introduced to her through a seemingly chance encounter. So you want to arrange a situation where you're going to meet her and it feels like you two met by destiny or fate or some outside force. So you're not going to come up to her and say, hey, I saw you and I wanted to get your number because I think you're really beautiful. You're going to come up and ask her for directions or accidentally bump into her.
Ask for directions? Dude. All right, what year is it again? It's 2023, all right? Nobody needs directions now. It's obviously just a cover up to try to get to talk to someone. If I was a hot chick and some asshole came up and bumped into me, then asked me for directions, please take out your fucking phone and Google it. Come on, Stella, you know this is bad advice. Unless, maybe.
Number 3, which is my favorite, is approach her through the guise of friendship. I think that the friend to lover pipeline is the ideal route. Take the time to talk to her about important subjects like you would with a friend. Talk about literature and philosophy and film and life and psychology.
So I do like the idea of this one, right? Friend zone her, fellas, all right? It's our turn now, but the things she says to talk about here, literature, philosophy, film, life, and psychology. Talk to her about things that you would normally talk about. Let me look in my Discord real quick and let's see what the fellas have been talking about here. Let's see. We got, did this girl we know gain weight? bunch of memes, goth girls, 21 Savage quotes, No Nut November check-ins. Oh, wow. Music, Modern Warfare 2 search and destroy classes. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of things in here that the dudes have been talking about that I would go up to a random woman and start talking to, unless I just wanted to completely nuke my chances before I even started. Too bad, hate to see it. Okay, now the next piece of advice that she's about to give, I think it's the best one, and I was gonna say if you had to choose just one thing she was saying, then follow this one.
Number 4, never crowd her. Don't think that she's gonna enjoy if you give her too much attention, or that she's gonna fall out of love or forget about you if you leave her alone. Being on top of her 24/7 is just gonna make you seem clingy and insecure, and it's not gonna give her room for imagination and desire, which is key to falling in love. Your job is to provoke thoughts and desires in us and then leave us alone long enough that we come to those conclusions ourselves.
Okay, now well said, but I do have to point out the fact that this does directly contradict the things she said about you have to act like a slave to women, because if someone's a slave to women, this is not how they're gonna be acting, bro. It's okay. We can let it go. You know, people start talking, they say shit, they contradict themselves. It's all right. Just please follow me on Twitter.
Number 5, build a reputation. This is basically what the guys mean when they're like, focus on your bank account, bro. Focus on your business and building up a life and reputation for yourself, and the women will follow. And this is true of like all people. We want what other people want. So if you build up an aura and presence of being wanted by others, women will be more motivated to try and win your affections or be the only one that you're focusing on and basically win you away from all of your admirers.
All right, so it's FBGM. You hear that, fellas? Take notes.
And lastly, number 6, don't give up too easily. After I tell you this, you're gonna notice in like every single movie and rom-com that the way the man seduces the woman is when she constantly says no or pushes away, and then he rises to the challenge.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite surprised to hear this one. Whatever happened to no means no? Are you trying to get me too'd? I've been me too'd, what the fuck? Any of you guys see that video?
So instead of acting discouraged or giving up or complaining about their resistance, what you need to do is rise to the challenge to prove yourself with either a super chivalrous action or a super self-sacrificial action. Don't get angry, don't get defensive, don't get fed up with the hoops that she makes you jump through.
Don't get angry with the hoops that she makes you jump through. Wow, that was like the Freudian slip of the century right there, all right? The game's up, all right? You just exposed yourself, just exposed all these people out here in this subgenre of the dating game right now. They're all just trying to make us jump through hoops, fellas. You hear that? Unbelievable. Who would have ever guessed? Anyway, any last words, Stella?
I hope that helps you get some pussy. Bye.
Well, thank you so much for those very kind thoughts and prayers that you left us with. We really appreciate it. And that brings us to the end of the video today, because I don't know about you guys, but that's about enough goddamn internet for me for one day. What did we learn today, fellas? Put women on a pedestal, also friend zone them, also bump into them, ask for directions, act feminine, and what was the other one? I don't know. Who gives a shit? You know, I'm just like her, for real, all right? I just hope this helps you get some pussy. I really do. If anybody tries any of these tactics out there in the real world, just come back and let us know down in the comments section, all right? We'll be scanning for new comments on the daily, on the regular, so we want to know what happens, guys. Come on back, share your stories with us, and let's all discuss this together. And I look forward to reading your comments as always. If you guys enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up on it and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are the true MVPs, and I cannot be dying this without you. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel, and don't forget to check out Tej Hanley down in the pinned comment and the description below. Links to everything is in the description. Now I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.